Well, good morning, everybody. I get to bring you a video from Turquoise Lake today. This lake's just under 10,000 feet elevation, which I think makes it one of the highest elevation lakes in Colorado that you can bring a boat out on. It's only my third time fishing here, so I know there's lake trout, rainbow trout. I think there's brown trout in here. But today we're going to be targeting on lake trout. I want to get a nice fish out of this lake today. Get a couple pictures, show it to you guys. I'll drop a picture of the master angler brown trout I caught up at Dillon Reservoir a couple weeks ago. I didn't get to film that. It was super windy that day, but I was able to get that nice fish. So that was cool. But yeah, we'll get fishing here. Water temps, let's see. Looks like we're 59 degrees right now, just under 60 service temps. So we'll get going today, get some fish in the boat. What we're going to get started with today, this Lure Jensen rotator behind a rigged spinning glow. It's a pink and white. We'll put that guy on the downrigger, and the other rod we'll put on a snap weight rig. It's just going to be this clam leech flutter spoon. I'll get out to this shelf here. I'm on a little plateau, but we'll probably be fishing around 60 feet of water to get started with, and then we'll go from there. Well, my electric downrigger decided it didn't want to work today, so I don't know if I've got a wiring issue to the fuse box or what. So I'm gonna have to run snap weights, unfortunately, and I don't like running snap weights on when I've got rotators or big flashers on like that, because I find that the flasher rotator tends to counteract the weight of the snap weight because it's not heavy enough. And you've got to let a ton more line out to get anywhere close to where you want to be. So it is what it is. We'll do that for now, and then see if we can't get a few more fish this way. As soon as I said that, I got a bite on this rod here. So feels like a small one. We were out 100 feet, so I let the spoon out 40 feet, clipped in a 2-ounce snap weight, and then I let another 100 feet out. Going 1.2 miles an hour. That didn't take long though. That's a good feeling. Just a little guy. Let's see. Just like a little 15-incher or so. Fins are starting to get colored up though. Nice and pretty. Got another one on here. Probably just another little guy. Wasn't fighting that hard. Same spoon though. I dropped back an extra 50 feet, so this should be closer to around 45 feet water depth. But those are just guessing off trolling cards, so. A lot of fish surface feed. I imagine those are going to be rainbow trout up on the top, but we're not going after those today. Yeah, Yeah, this is gonna be a really little guy. Even smaller than the first. I'm just gonna swing him in and let him go with the side. Again, that's gonna be on that clam flutter spoon watermelon pattern. This lure historically does well for me up here as far as numbers go. I'll catch them between the 15 to 20, 22 inch range. Again, that could be my fault because I don't have a downrigger today and I'm not getting to the right depth that the big boys are at, but we'll see. We'll keep doing this. There's gonna be a big one up there eventually. Camera rolling for a minute while I switch this out. I'm gonna just get ready to switch this rotator and the spinning glow out. I don't think it's a fault of the lure. I think it's more of a fault of I'm not able to get it to the right depth that it needs to be. With running these snap weights, I've learned that anything more than really a 3-ounce snap weight on 10-pound line, you're gonna be sliding. That weight's gonna slide down to your presentation and not be where you want it to be. So I cap myself at 3 ounces when I use snap weights. Oh, I'm going on this rod here. Maybe a little bit nicer fish. Moved a little further north up the lake here. The wind started blowing and I'm just gonna keep it simple and go with the wind. Oh, well, about another 15, 16 incher. On that watermelon spoon though. Like I said, another 15, 16 incher. That was in 45 feet of water. Oh, I don't know if this is snagged or... No, it's just the wind. Get that back out there and get another one. Got another one there. They're pretty consistent. Feels about the same size as the last. Yep. A little smaller actually. Whoops. Maybe I'll try my look at a bigger spoon on this other rod. Easy, buddy. Yeah, that was only about 13, 14 inches. So there's, I don't know what the prey base, I don't know if it's mysis shrimp in here for those lake trout to start with, or if they're just feeding on juvenile rainbow trout and brown trout and cutthroat that are in here. But I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to see a lot of those small class lakers in here, because they're either not growing or they're reproducing really well, which makes a lot of competition for food. But I don't know, I haven't fished this lake enough to know. I haven't caught hardly any big lakers in this lake, so only time will tell. Got another one on here. I already got another rod rigged up with a similar spoon, so I'm gonna be running two very similar rods, but that's what's catching the fish, so. This one feels a little bit bigger. A little more weight to it. I'm just taking a little drag. Probably gonna be like 20-inch fish, 22-inch fish. Doesn't want to come up, that's for sure. Got my snap weight here. Should be about 20 more feet after that. Yeah, there you go. That's about a 25-inch laker. That's more like it. Easy, buddy. Oh, there we go. All right, this is what, a little bit more than what we were after on this trip here. On that same spoon. Loving that one today. But get this guy out and show him off here. Easy, easy, buddy. Squirmy guy. There you go. Probably closer to a 22-inch laker, but definitely better than the other ones we've been catching. We'll get him back in the water. Well, that's a good sign. I got one here already. Just switch spots. Oh, maybe. Yep. Went to just the other end of the lake, not the other end, but I was over there and I came over here. For one, to get a better graph of this lake, because I don't have the greatest, and for two, a little less windy over here. So, but looks like there's fish everywhere in this lake so far. Again, this is on that watermelon clam leech flutter spoon. 3-ounce snap weight, clipped in at 20, and then let out about 100. So it should be close to 30-ish, 35 feet down. This is just another 15-incher. Oh, That's fine. He came off right there, but same rig. Those ones are hanging out a little bit shallower water though. That was about 50 feet of water instead of 70, 80. Well, I just switched up. I gave it about 4 hours fishing for the lake trout, and I'm gonna switch up and just fish for rainbows and browns. And as soon as I put this out, I got hooked up. So that's a pretty good feeling. Looks like a nice little rainbow. Feisty guy. This one here. There we go. Pretty colors on this one. Yeah, I was out maybe 2 minutes, and this guy already smacked it. There you go, little maybe 13-inch rainbow trout. That was on a Helena Peak Dodger with a Rocky Mountain Tackle Company micro hoochie, the Wonder Bread pattern, and just plain white with a pink spinner. I'll throw a link in the description to all the gear I'm using. If you guys are interested in it, most of the stuff can be found on Amazon. If it's not on Amazon, I'll leave a link to where I got the stuff on too. But yeah, so from now on, we're going to be just drawing for regular trout. I just had a nice hit on this one. I don't know if I lost it though or not. It feels, oh, it's still on there, I think. Oh yeah, still on there. These little rainbows are hitting hard. It's gonna be that same rod and reel. And oh, lure set up. He was just a little guy. I was trying to swing him in, but this is on the Eagle Claw Featherlight Pro. This is their new trolling rod they came out with, I think, last fall. Really like this rod. Great for kokanee, great for rainbow trout, brown trout. It does good for fish up to like 20, 22 inches. So great action, and it's can't say enough good things about this rod. So we'll go ahead and put this back out there. I'm gonna go ahead and tip that some orange Berkeley power bait. They seem to be interested in that more than anything. At least the rainbows are. I can't speak to the lake trout because that bite, I went about an hour with no bite. So the reel I'm running on this Eagle Claw is a Akuma Convector. It's their low profile line counter reel. Real happy with that reel as well. So these rainbow trout are between, say, 10 to 20 feet in their depth. So I'm letting this line out 50. I got a 2-ounce snap weight here. Once I get to 50, I'll clip in that 2-ounce snap weight and I'll drop another 20 feet. So it'll be about a total distance of 70 feet back. And that should be putting this setup around 10 feet. So I think that's the ticket. Well, I've got a bit of a rainstorm coming my way, so I'll probably give this another 30 minutes or so fishing by myself. I'll wrap up the video here. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment in the description below, and I'll get back to you guys. Have a good one.